no attempt at a return. The Tigers offense comes onto the field first today. And we get our first look at Sam Levitt. More than 350 yards and a pair of scores in his last game.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Finds a crease. It's Crosby. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Left side, it's Durham. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Fires to the big fella. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Handoff, Caden Durham. Turning it on! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the...
And he's in! Touchdown, LSU!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Falcons offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's a guy, if you throw it in his general vicinity, he's going to pull it down. Will he find any space in which to operate today against DJ Pickett? What a battle that's going to be. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Play action on first down. Snags it, and there's running room.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass, finds his target. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Baldwin. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. On the return, he gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Crosses the 45. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Second down to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, it's Baldwin. Knocked down immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll ride him again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. He'll set up to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he could even get started. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Right down the middle. It's complete. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Look out. And down he goes.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Looking to the big tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. This should be the last play of the quarter. The give on the counter. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Setting up the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one, 3rd down and 3 coming.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. There he goes. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Turns it upfield.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's a give to Durham. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Bowling Green sidelines, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys?
Holly, thank you. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. from the gun, looking for a man. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Falcons sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Rides to the back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baldwin. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. 22, needs it here on 4th down. Going to try to get it himself. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
And, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about, because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's go to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bowling Green sidelines, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
They're all over it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Sets his feet. It's Levitt. This one's complete. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Wilson open on the right side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Fires deep toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the 1st half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Drops back on 1st down. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Rush is on. Has to throw it away on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Levitt. Out wide right, it's Durham. At the 40, there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Grant. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with Coach George at the half. The biggest concern he has right now is their offense. They do have an opportunity to take the field and start the 3rd quarter. He said, we have got to gain momentum. This home team and home crowd is making it difficult, but he said, I believe in our guys. We talked at the half, we've made some adjustments, and we'll see if they're able to come out and get back on track to start the 3rd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. 3rd and long right here.
Here we go. Ready, ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming.
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. And now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
Off play action on 1st down. That one's not even close.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
2nd and long here. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Quick give. Nowhere to go.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Here on the Tigers sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other.
He's going to let it go. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. The running back has it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. He's open on the right. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. And the Falcons have their offense in high gear. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Got him on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Hands it off. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. The Falcons will punt this one away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Holly, what do you have?
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Durham one more time. He's past the sticks. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get fat.
Oh, look out on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, BG.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
As we check in with Holly.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Pulls it in. It's Bishop. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Back's got it on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
The screen, he can go. Breaks into the open.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Snags it, and he's open. At the 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. In the red area, it's Crosby.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just gets rid of that one.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Tigers sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still.
Makes the catch and he's free. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught on the left side by Wilson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st. Under pressure. At midfield, he's got room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Keeps it. Got the 1st down. On the move at the 30. Bulldozes his way through.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
He unloaded a little too much on that one as it goes through the end zone for a touchback. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Running inside, it's Grant. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Swapped immediately.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Got his man down the middle. Turns it on in midfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got a wide open receiver. Racing down the left side. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Falcons will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up 4th down. Sends it back in motion. Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Hits inside. It's Grant. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.